Hello, America, and welcome to Barely Freedom. My name is Devin Carter, and this is my show where I tell you about everything that matters to me in the world of politics, religion, social happenings. Just going to give you a bit of it all. Today on the docket, we'll be talking about President Obama's recent switch to a pro-gay marriage stance. And before I get into that, I'd like to thank you for being here. You that came here to hear about my opinion, I hope that's why most of you are here. And I want to hear your opinions as well. Thank you for being here. Um, if you're watching this on Facebook, you can like this video. You can share it with some of your friends. You can leave a comment down below. Let me know your opinions. I want to know if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, if you have some insight that I have yet to develop. Maybe you can maybe sway my opinion. I try to go into every situation with an open mind, and I'd love to hear something that I didn't know before. You can also email me at barelyfreedom@yahoo.com. And anyway, on to the news for today. About 4 months ago, President Barack Obama he came out with a pro-gay rights stance. He said that gay people in America, you should be able to get married. And there's been a lot of great responses to that from active gays, lesbians, bisexual, transgender. I think I covered all the labels there. Was that the GLBT? Is that the gay, lesbian, bisexual? I think so. Anyway, uh, he came out as pro gay marriage, and he never has been before. That's the one thing you have to remember. Prior to 4 months ago, President Barack Obama has always had the stance that he believed that civil unions were enough. That they gave gay couples enough rights, to suit what they were trying to accomplish in their thing, and still protected the sanctity of marriage and all this stuff. And 4 months ago, realizing that it's an election year, and that in order to guarantee his election, he needed to generate about 4 to 6 points in the polls to guarantee re-election. How did he seek to do this? By exploiting your emotions. That's right, America. 100% exploitation of emotions. I do not believe in the slightest that President Barack Obama actually cares about the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community at all. Um, First and foremost, being a public figure, and especially the President of the United States, you have to hold your morals very, very high. And to switch on a issue like this suddenly, I find to be a weak display of character, and a weak display of moral worth. Um, that being said, I am pro-gay rights, but I come at it from a completely different perspective, as most people do. Um, I am a Christian. I am a libertarian conservative, somewhere in that mix. I'm also a pacifist. I don't know what my technical label should be. Excuse me. But from a biblical standpoint, I find that marriage is wrong. But considering the fact that of all the gays, lesbians that I know, very few of them are Christian, and I also have a very unique perspective as to the fact that we are all created equal by our Creator, or I guess natural selection, if that's what you believe. And but we are all created equal, and we only have one life to live, and it's ours to do with how what we choose, as long as we don't infringe on someone else's ability to do the same. Therefore, I believe that if you're a gay man and you want to get married to another man, it is your right to do so. Um, and the same thing with a woman on a woman and a man and a woman. I believe you have one life to live. It's yours to do with what you want. For me and my wife, it was a religious thing. We got married because we we wanted to be married, and we believe it's a religious thing to be married. And a lot of the gay and lesbians do it because one, they want to show support for those people who they see as their significant other, and also they want to feel socially accepted and normalized. And they want to get the tax shelters and the tax benefits that um, you know the normal man-woman couple gets. But I have a solution to all of this that just completely ends this debate, and I believe wholeheartedly this is the solution that's going to move America forward and to allow us to be a beacon of hope to the rest of the world and show that we can support freedom in a way that no other nation can. And that is, the government just gets the hell out of marriage. That's it. The government should have no sanctions over any marriages in the United States whatsoever. You know who is sanctioned over my marriage? God. The end. There is no one else who has any sanction over my marriage. Not my preacher, not my friends, not my family, not my governor, and sure as hell not Barack Obama. No one in the country has rights over my marriage. And for them to say, well, we can pick and choose who can and can't get married, so that it says that if they were to so decide, if some majority of the elected officials who are elected by some majority of the population decide that we're just going to abolish marriage altogether, then they have the right to do that. And that's a scary thing. The government should not have those types of rights. Um, Marriage is a religious thing first, a social thing second. It has nothing to do with the government. Um, that's it. That is it. Um, and the only real justification for keeping marriage as a government sanctioned entity is because we have what we call a quote unquote progressive tax scale, where we tax each individual differently based on their situation. We don't tax the poor. We tax the rich. We tax families at a different scale that scales slower, and therefore keeping them in lower tax brackets for a longer period of time. We have death taxes where whenever you inherit money from a dead relative, we tax at a certain percentage, which is a double tax, by the way. They pay taxes on that income when they were alive, and then when they die, we're going to tax it again, which I feel is very wrong. If I make $1,000, I pay taxes on $1,000. When I die, I give that $1,000 to someone. It should not be taxed, and that includes if it's $1,000,000. So I spend my life making $1,000,000. I pay taxes on that $1,000,000. When I die, the government just should not have the right to tax that money again. So, and that's the only reason why we have these marriage laws, is to form a more progressive, quote unquote, tax structure, and therefore give benefits to families. And I don't think that's right at all. Um, anyway, if you're a gay, lesbian, male, or straight, or gay, lesbian individual, I don't have a lesbian male, I don't guess, and or a straight individual, and you'd like to give me your opinions on these things, please let me know. And especially if you're a gay man or a gay woman, I would love to know, do you support Barack Obama and his sudden change of opinions? Are you outraged, like I think you should be, at the fact that he's trying to exploit you for your vote and to make sure that he gets reelected? I mean, how do you feel on this issue? Do you feel that he will help you if he's reelected? Do you feel he will pass laws that'll be favorable to the gay and lesbian community? Um, I like to know that. And if you think he will, do you feel that that's an acceptable reason to reelect someone? I mean, do you feel that even though he doesn't believe in me, he's saying, hey, I'll make a bargain with you. If you vote for me, I'll help you with your civil rights issue or whatever you see it as. And yeah, that's all I had to say today. Once again, like this video if you really actually liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. I'm perfectly okay seeing that dislike button get clicked, because that means I'm touching a nerve with somebody. So, you know, hit it if you want to. Share it. Leave me a comment down below. Sway my opinion. If you feel that I have, a corrupt opinion and that I need guidance, please share that with me. I want to know what you're thinking, America. Send me an email at barelyfreedom.com, barelyfreedom@yahoo.com. Once again, my name's Devin Carter, and I'll see you next time, America. God bless.